Scam calls have been around for years, of course, but with the advancement of artificial intelligence, those calls are becoming even more believable. Taylor Tashev spoke with a Mid-State woman who nearly fell victim to a particularly scary one. She joins us now. Taylor?
Alicia, scammers targeted former Dauphin County Treasurer Janice Creason. She found it to be very convincing despite her years of training to recognize scams and wants to spread the message that this could happen to anyone.
Mom, I've been in an accident. My nose is broken.
Janice Creason thought her daughter was in real trouble.
She was sobbing, but I could recognize her voice. It was no question.
On a call from an unknown number.
There was sirens in the background. I could hear people conversing.
And then another voice claiming to be an officer.
And he told me she'd been in an accident, that she confessed she was looking at her cell phone.
Her daughter said she was in Phoenixville.
And this is kind of the scary part about it. The reality of it is that my daughter, who lives nearby here in Harrisburg, actually was en route to Philadelphia that day for a conference.
This went on for nearly 2 hours, and then it came, the demand for money.
Around $15,000.
All the while, Janice was texting her daughter, hoping for a response from a familiar number.
And eventually she did call me and said, "Why are you texting me? I'm in a conference. Why are you calling me? I can't talk." That was the best phone call or text that I've ever received in my life. I mean, that was just like, you know, it's not her.
Scams are nothing new, but advances in technology are making them much more convincing.
All they really need is about a 20 to 30 second clip of an individual speaking. Typically they can get that from social media. They can then use AI to analyze the voice, and they can tell AI what to say, and it will represent that person's voice, and it can be quite convincing.
Dauphin County District Attorney Franchardo says it's nearly impossible to track down the scammers.
Getting the people that are doing this is very difficult because this can be done remotely.
So it's on everyone to be aware.
Checking the information, things that would only be known between you and the loved one, to make sure that it is that person, because the AI isn't going to be able to simulate certain things. And then not acting immediately, following up by making a phone call immediately after you get off the line and trying to reach out to the loved one.
Janice didn't lose any money, but the experience did come with a cost.
It's really leaves you with some emotional baggage, because it is your person's voice, and it's very difficult to separate that.
DA Franchardo says families should consider using a code word unique to them that can be used to communicate a real emergency. Live in studio, Taylor Tashev, back to you.